you ever looked at a piece of furniture and thought, I could do something amazing with that? Or maybe you've walked through a hardware store, passed by the power tools, and secretly wondered what it would feel like to use them. Here's the thing. Mastering skills like DIY carpentry and upcycling furniture isn't just about creating something functional or beautiful. It's about rediscovering what you're capable of, tapping into your creativity, and let's be honest, feeling like a total rock star when you finish a project. Hi, I'm Lynn, and welcome to Life Reimagined with Lynn. This is the third episode in my series of Challenging the Extraordinary, and today we're diving into the world of hands-on carpentry, DIY carpentry and upcycling furniture. If you've ever dreamed of transforming a tired old piece into a masterpiece or learning how to use a saw like a pro, this episode is for you. You don't need to be an expert to get started. In fact, the beauty of these projects is that they're as much about the process as they are about the finished product. Each step is a little adventure, a chance to learn, experiment, and maybe even surprise yourself. Let's start with DIY carpentry. Now, I know the idea of working with wood and tools can sound a little intimidating, but trust me, you don't need a workshop full of equipment to get started. A few basic tools, a saw, a drill, and a sander are more than enough for most beginner projects, and there's something incredibly empowering about building something with your own two hands. It could be as simple as a birdhouse or as ambitious as a custom shelf for your living room. The point is, it's yours. You made it. Imagine this. You're standing in your space looking at something you built from scratch. You used your imagination and then you brought it into existence. Maybe it's a planter box for your garden or a cozy little bench for your front porch. Every time you see it, you'll remember the time and effort you put into creating something unique. And the best part, every project you take on teaches you something new. You'll discover techniques, gain confidence with your tools, and start seeing the potential in every piece of wood you come across. But DIY carpentry isn't just about the finished product. It's also about a form of self-care. There's something meditative about the hum of a sander or the rhythm of a hammer. It's time spent with yourself, focused and present, creating something tangible and meaningful. Now, let's talk about upcycling furniture, which just might be one of my favorite creative outlets. There's something magical about taking an old, tired piece and breathing new life into it. Upcycling isn't just about saving money or being eco-friendly, though those are great perks. It's about seeing the potential in something that others might overlook and turning it into a reflection of your own style and personality. Picture this. You find an old chair at a thrift store. It's scratched up, maybe a little wobbly, and the color is all wrong. But you can see the bones of it, the charm that's waiting to shine through. With a little sanding, a coat of paint, and maybe some new upholstery, that chair transforms into a statement piece that you absolutely love. And every time someone compliments it, you get to say, thanks. I did it myself. The great thing about upcycling is that it doesn't require a huge investment in tools or materials. Sometimes all you need is a paintbrush, some sandpaper, and a little creativity. It's also incredibly forgiving. If you make a mistake, you can sand it down and paint over it and start again. That's part of the fun. Each project is a chance to experiment and let your imagination run wild. If you're not sure where to start, think about what you need in your home. Maybe it's a coffee table, a sideboard, or even some wall art. Start small and work your way up. And don't be afraid to look for inspiration online. There are countless tutorials and before and after transformations that will have you itching to grab a paintbrush. One of my favorite tips for both carpentry and upcycling is to make it a social activity. Invite a friend over for a DIY day or join a local group where people share their projects and tips. Not only will you learn faster, but you'll also have more fun along the way. There's something really special about creating alongside someone else and cheering each other on. And here's the best part. Every project you complete is a reminder of your own creativity and capability. It's proof that you can take something ordinary and turn it into something extraordinary. The feeling of accomplishment, it's addictive. You'll start looking at furniture, wood scraps, and even random household items with fresh eyes, imagining all the ways you could transform them. Getting started is easier than you think. For carpentry, look for beginner-friendly tutorials online or check out classes at your local community centers. Many hardware stores also offer free workshops where you can learn the basics. For upcycling, start with a piece you already have in your home, something you won't mind experimenting on, and let your creativity take over. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. It's about giving yourself permission to try, to make mistakes, and to learn. Whether you end up with a perfectly crafted bookshelf or a slightly wonky but lovable side table, you've created something unique, and that's worth celebrating. So what do you think? Are you ready to pick up a hammer or a paintbrush, or maybe both? I hope this episode has inspired you to give DIY carpentry or upcycling furniture a try. You might just discover a new passion, a new skill, or even a new way at looking at the world around you. I know I have. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below sharing what projects you're excited to tackle. And check out the links in the description for more inspiration, including my coaching program where I'll help you design the bold, creative life you've always dreamed of. In our next episode, we're going to dive into the world of advanced photography and digital storytelling. Trust me, it's going to be a visual feast and a creative adventure you won't want to miss. Until then, remember, life isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating it. Let's imagine your life together.